The first machine is a flying die shear machine. This simply means that the shear travels with the metal to position itself for the actual cut. This line is known inside the location as CTL1. When the coil is ready to be processed, it is removed from the storage area and taken to the line. It is then unpackaged, placed on a turnstile, and then transferred on the coil cart to be put on the uncoiler. The operator will review the order and set up the line as the order states. He will set up the leveler, check the shear clearance, check for any kind of special film, skids, or packaging the order may require. The operator will bust open the coil by removing the metal bands that are holding the coil tightly wound, and then jog the material through the leveler. At this time, he will check for flatness and defects and make any adjustments with the leveler settings. He will run the material up to the shear and apply the PVC film or paper interleaving if the order calls for it. He will then cut the head scrap, which is usually the first outside wrap of the coil, but could be more based on the defects in the material. The assistant will help take the skid and put it in the stacker so it is ready for the material to be run on. The operator will set the piece count and the length for the given order. One piece is cut and the quality checks are performed. This includes checking the length, the squareness, and the flatness of the piece. He will also perform a surface check to look for any kind of surface defects. Once everything looks good, the line will resume running until it reaches the desired piece count. Once the desired piece count has been reached, the skid is let out and will travel down the conveyor to the co-worker who will package the skid. This person is known as the packager. At this point, the packager will place cover sheets, corner boards, and bands around the skid, and the material will be labeled with the shipping tag. It will then be taken to the staging area by overhead crane or forklift, and material will be ready for shipping. The hump line, feed to stop line, is the oldest, and the material runs under the shear to a limit switch that is manually adjusted to set the length of the part. The material humps up when the line stops to shear the metal, thus the name. The roll feed line with a looping pit controls the length with rotary encoders and only stops the coil at the shear, while allowing the metal to run continuously into the looping pit, eliminating any marks caused by stopping the level.